What's up, guys?
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lewis. This is cousin Gary. So today we're working on the Civic because we're getting ready for a track day coming up in like 2 or 3 days. So we have our RTV and AutoZone Special water pump kit. So comes with water pump, timing belt, tensioner pulley.
I do want to go on record that I suggested him doing a Honda one. I wanted to go on record because I suggested him getting the price of a Honda one compared to the Duralex. He paid $120 for this. I feel like he probably could have gotten a Honda one for roughly the same price, but that's just my opinion.
This is readily available, and I don't really care about going like the extra mile on an engine that smokes like a chimney and has more miles than a Greyhound. So right now we're just trying to make it last. So, and you know, I was just gonna park the car out, but I guess I'll get another event or two out of it. So other parts of here should be pretty straightforward, but nothing ever is in this channel. So I've never done a time belt in my life, so I'm just gonna mark everything before I remove it to make sure I put it in. This is a Gates timing belt, and that's probably the same thing. So this is probably good quality stuff, anyways.
GMB.
Okay, close enough. So you gotta have to jack this car up and figure out how to do this because I've never done it before.
He's with a professional, so we're gonna get it.
He's never done anything remote close to this either.
Yes, I have.
So let's set up the time lapse and get things going. Old water pump, new water pump. Cousin Gary was just going over a demonstration that the old pump doesn't have any tension, any friction anymore. Kind of, there's lots of mosquitoes. Kind of spins pretty freely. Let me spin it. See, and then the new one doesn't really spin like that at all. So that works out. No, there has to be a gasket.
Yeah, you found it.
Alright, so now we have a disaster here. Come take a look. We gotta remove that mount. Cousin dirty, change races, and Gary's just dirty. So am I.
Why do we have to remove the mount?
To pull the time belt out.
He wants to change the fucking
Oh my God. It's just 314s.
Oh.
So we should be able to get this thing up and running in the next clip. So hopefully we can put everything back together. There's bolts everywhere, and we're just removing things to get this done. So
I'm confident.
We're hoping to get this done. So with that being said, back on the time lapse, you guys go.
At least we won't run out of bolts. You guys can see, it's super dark right now. We just finished we left off in this same exact spot 2 or 3 days ago, and it's the day of the event, and we have about 2 hours before the first session starts for open track, and I had to
put coolant in the system, turn the car, hope that it's on timing, and just wire up the fan direct to like some sort of switch, because last time we were there, the fan stopped working, so something happened with maybe a fuse or something, but we don't have time to figure that out right now because we're trying to leave in about an hour. So first things first, I got to put coolant in the system, start the car, make sure that everything's running fine, and that's pretty much it. I do want to switch the wheels too. I want to put steel wheels, because these wheels, one of the wheels is a little bit wider, or the offset's a little bit lower than the other, so that one rubs. And right now I have it in the front, but I could just leave this. I could, but I do want to like save these tires to put on the red car, because we're got to finish that up as well. So I'm not really sure if we have time to do it. We'll switch it for some regular steel wheels. If not, we'll let it be. So it's crunch time. Let's get crunching. Water in there. Let's see if it'll start. It seems like a low RPM now. Can you guys hear it? There was no metal shavings in the oil when we did it though. We're gonna send it anyways. All right, guys. So steelies are on. Brother Curvis is here. Thing looks great. All right, guys. So we're still bleeding the coolant. We put the wheels on, but the camera died because it's really hot outside and the temperature rose. So we're gonna try to quickly do this. Put you guys on a time lapse so it doesn't heat up the phone too much, and then I'll give you guys a whole overview of the car once we get somewhere with shade, maybe the gas station. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours since we recorded. Car's all loaded up. Since we started recording, car's all loaded up. Got the steelies with the hubcaps. These are snow tires in the rear. Hopefully they hold up good. And then in the front, we have just regular all seasons. A little dry rotted, but it says 330 seconds. We're way over that. Hopefully those last too. We do have a spare just in case. So it's this. We have Brother Curvis's car. Still looks good on the wheels. I can only imagine what they would look like on my thing over there. Makes a good thumbnail right here, actually. Nice. And then, last but not least, good old cousin Gary showed up 3 hours late.
Typical of
Guy. So he was over here torquing wheels, so we left him. Guy got some new wheels. He brought his extra wheels, and I guess his whole garage here. But
that's the mobile tool setup.
why is that a service? So there's a wall on the way there too. Yeah, we make a right. Well, we could go that way. So we're all ready to go. Cousin Gary's probably by far the most equipped with the Recaros, but we'll still get down. Hopefully the Civic doesn't blow up. But with that being said, we'll see you guys at the track.
Yo, I had two strip lug. I have two strip lug nuts on that one, and I have a messed up stud, but I was able.
All
to
right, maybe Cousin Gary's not gonna make it.
right, guys. So we just finished our second session. I had to pit early both times because my car. One time I ran off the road and they said like I got a meatball flag, so I had to check for some leaks. And the second one, the car started shutting off on me, and then the oil light came on. So we have a knock again. So we got to figure that out. Brother Curvis, your experiences?
The first session, I was actually like learning the car. This is my first time bringing this car to the track. It was some getting used to. Definitely, like, this car has no low end power. The car wasn't bad. The only thing was I wasn't used to it. The seat and between the seat and the steering wheel was really throwing me off. The car has a really small steering wheel right now, and there's no bolstering on the seat, so I was all over the place. The second time I was doing a lot better, but I overdid it on one of the corners, spun out, and then I just took it easy from there. It wasn't, the car was overheating. It wasn't overheating, but it was getting warmer in temp, and I didn't find it. With the blue Civic, I was willing to, I didn't care because it had no meaning to me. The car was just another car. With this one, it does have some significant meaning to me, so I really, not only can I not afford to blow that motor, but I can. I don't want to crash it. So it did great. The second time around, I did way better. I was actually giving some cars a run for their money, but hey, we'll be back out here another time. Probably not with it. Yeah, this car will probably come one more time, but we'll see.
All right. Check in with Cousin Gary.
Over here. Topping off that oil.
Topping off the oil right now, everything was pretty good with my car. The tires that I brought a different set of wheels than my buddy clubs. Tires are pretty worn on these new ones, but I was able to get at least 2 good sessions. You know, I was on the ragged edge of the track, you know, using as much of the road as I could, but it was pretty fun. Everything is performing as it should be. We haven't mentioned it on the channel yet, but I swapped the brake master and the clutch master in my car for a Type R brake master and then a S2000 clutch master. Significantly fixed the spongy brake pedal feeling that I had and the super soft clutch. So overall, things are feeling really good right now in the car.
So, Cousin Gary again has the most reliable car.
My car didn't break down.
This car is,
It got warm, but
Cousin Gary had no problems. Curvis is being defensive right
He
now.
also has 80 horsepower to my defense, and this man can full throttle through all the turns because this car doesn't go anywhere.
Definitely cannot.
Yeah, I definitely can.
Also, me with the tires, with the snow tires in the rear and the all season in the front, terrible decision. This car was all over.
Right here. He brought out the snow tires.
Yeah, it was a terrible decision. I basically was all over the road, front and rear, especially on the turns. On like the second turn, this thing was literally trying to like rotate from behind, and then the front was just super sloppy. So I had a crazy amount of understeer, and the back was just all over the place. So
This man said,
needless
"How
to
sketchy
say,
can I come to?"
I should have came with it because these tires are way too soft. I should have just came with the tires from the blue wheels because it's just a way different driving experience. I couldn't even get on the car like that, and the 2 times that I was out there, it was kind of like very weary. Everybody passed me. I was driving really slow, and most of the time I was just giving people point buys because I couldn't really get on the car like that.
I was one of those people. Yeah.
In the downtime, we're gonna get some parts, develop the cars more. Obviously, Purvis has stuff to do. I have stuff to do, and maybe Gary buy another set of wheels. Who knows? But that's enough for today. Catch you guys on the next one. Cousin Gary's last session of the day just came in.
Forgot to put my oil cap back on.
There's oil everywhere.